Well, God bless you, Bishop Shaver here, and just wishing you all a very, very blessed Thursday. And it is so beautiful outside. You know, the calm after the storm. We had a storm last night, and the rain, the wind, and it was just all turbulence, and some places got hail size of a softball. I mean, broke windshields and damage to cattle, damage to homes, and it was really bad. And I'm sure there was a couple tornadoes that probably touched down. But even in all this right here, God is still in control. When they talk about climate change, well, you know what? Climate does change. And we look at this right here, and we're right now in the springtime, where there's storms. There's always going to be, and there's going to be floods, and there's going to be the tornadoes, and there's going to be the strong winds, and so with all this right here, we travel back in time, and we see that it's always been that way. And, they say, well, this was the 100-year flood. This was a 500-year flood. This, right, it's all timed. And so there's nothing new under the sun, the Bible says. So, it's not, oh, well, you know what now? We got to kill all the cows and get rid of them because, all the methane gas and all this that they're doing is polluting and changing the climate, and greenhouse gases. No, wait a minute. Ever since time, there's been animals. Ever since time, we look at this right here, and man has always been man. I remember a time in Detroit. I used to see it on TV, of course. It was after 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon before you could even see the sun. Yeah, them smokestacks were putting out nothing but raw pollution. But look at today. I mean, we've cleaned up, the smokestacks we've cleaned up right now with the EPA, and but yet right next door, look in Mexico, they're polluting. Look in China. Look at Venezuela. Look at South America. Look at all these countries. Listen, they just putting out the raw, and and here in America, we want to stop, fossil fuel. We want everything to go electric. Electric cars, electric tractors, there'll be electric planes, but where do they get the electricity to recharge all of these batteries, which the batteries are non-recyclable, and actually they're toxic to the soil and to the drinking water. So, what am I saying? Man is his own worst enemy. And, if we just abide by, what God has given unto us, stop trying to create and mix all of these chemicals and all this stuff together we can improve, no, you can't. Look what happened with COVID. Yeah, we're going to get over here, and we're going to, we're actually going to come up with a super bug. We're going to come up with something that could be used in germ warfare. Well, it was germ warfare. Look how many died from it, and so we have to come to the place where, I pray every morning when I get up. I say, God, just protect myself, my wife, family, church members, body of Christ. Just protect each and every one from the harm of the evil minds of man. And that's what I pray. And God has kept me safe, my wife, my children, grandchildren, and now great-grandchildren. And so I just want to encourage you, look at today and ask yourself one question. What have I done today to glorify God in His creation? What have I done today to point out to somebody that, listen, I don't care how smart you are and everything else, you cannot recreate what God has created. You can't do it. And, it reminds me of the scientist that said, I can do anything God can do. I can create life and everything else. I'll challenge God. And the story went that God said, okay. He said, but under one condition. And the scientist said, what's that? God said, you can't use anything that I've created And the story says they still haven't found the scientists. Why is that? Because God even created him. So I'm just saying today, let's just give God glory and praise, and let's live today, but yet plan for tomorrow. Let's take the past and learn from it, so that today prevents us from living in tomorrow, or yesterday, I should say. We don't want to live in yesterday. We don't want to live in tomorrow. We want to live each day that we're in. So anyway, just some food for thought, and we want you to come out and join us here for Whosoever Will, 3310 Florence Road here in Killeen, and our service time on Sunday is 10:45. We do have Thursday night, starts at 7, so I want you to come out. We'll love you so many ways. You have to like at least 3 of them, okay? God bless you. Go serve your King.